Someone in my position cannot be swayed by a memory without evidence to support it.
No!
Yet the defense has no further evidence, and the court will now excuse the witness.
Are you kidding me? What more evidence do you want? I thought that we talked about everything in this.
The circumstances surrounding Mr. Tigre are dubious for sure, but not conclusive.
But we've come so far.
You say he impersonated Glen Elk. You say he impersonated you. But none of that adds up to a murder charge.
I mean, okay, come on. We've been offering evidences left and right. How about you offer some evidence that contradicts our theory? Come on, Gato.
You don't have a shred of evidence that the witness poisoned the victim's coffee. Sucks to be you, right? Don't mess with the tiger, or you're gonna get mauled. You's got that.
All we managed to do here was chase him around a bit. I was so close to getting him to admit his own guilt.
Ha!
Looks like I won't be needing a refuel. If I just had one more piece of evidence. One more piece of evidence, and maybe I could get Maggie off the hook.
This witness's cross-examination is over. You are free to go, Mr. Tigre.
No.
Your Honor, sir.
Wait! Gunshot to the rescue! Once again! Man, you sure have a knack for it.
Detective.
Detective Gumshoe.
Sorry it took so long, pal. I staked everything on this. My badge, the works. So here it is. My heart's counting on this too.
You're right.
What is it, Detective? Isn't it obvious, pal? It's the final decisive piece of evidence. What?
Alright. I'm gonna manage to do this, no sweat.
Sorry it took so long, pal, but I finally got the results from the lab.
The results?
How about the prints, pal? From this medicine bottle.
Oh, so do you know who the prints belong to now?
Do you think I'm some kind of hack detective? Of course I know.
So, tell us. They're the tigers, right? I knew it.
You bet. Clear as crystal, all over the bottle. There are Furio Tigre's paw prints, alright.
That's great. We got him now, Nick. What's wrong with you? You hardly said a word since the dead against you got here. He's laid everything on the line for this, Nick.
I know. Look, I'm sorry. It's kind of hard to say, but it really doesn't make any difference whose prints are on that bottle now.
Huh? What? Why not?
I mean, it is more proof, but would it count as conclusive evidence? What do we need to produce at this stage in the trial? Is there irrefutable evidence that the tiger put poison in Glen Elk's coffee? Yeah, I guess so. Just because the tiger's fingerprints are on this bottle, it doesn't necessarily mean that he was truly the one that put the poison in the coffee cup. I guess technically it wouldn't still count as irrefutable evidence. Are you kidding me? He's already admitted that he met the victim. The fact that his prints are on this bottle, that really doesn't make any difference now.
I knew it.
Huh?
Right. No matter how hard I try, I am never of any use.
Oh, well, don't say that, Gumshoe. I mean, if you didn't show up like right now with that evidence, then the trial would have ended there. Even if this may not be irrefutable evidence, even though with all that we've discussed up until now and everything, it should be crystal clear to have the guilty verdict on Furio Tigre, but nonetheless, this is giving us more time to think about this stuff.
Hey, don't be so hard on yourself.
This was our last chance to help Meg, and I've been working on some useless piece of evidence the whole time. Yeah, it's alright. I'm a real loser. It's not breaking news to me, pal. Hey, come on. Don't be so down on yourself.
Detective Ganshu?
Oh, Maggie.
Maggie?
You've been working on something for me? Sorry I let you down, Maggie. I know you didn't do it. And I'm a detective. We're supposed to be able to prove stuff like that. I'm really sorry. I get out for now.
Detective Ganshu, wait.
He's gone.
Isn't there anything we can do now, Nick?
Like, okay. Maybe on first glance, the bottle isn't conclusive evidence in the eyes of the judge or Garo. But maybe this bottle will lead us to something else that is of conclusive evidence. Who knows? In which case, not only are we gonna win this case, but it will surely raise Gumshoe's morale if we can do something like that. What it will lead us? I don't know yet. I wish there was. Gumshoe worked so hard to get that evidence. If only there was some way I could use it. January 8, 3:04 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I granted you a recess so you could prepare this decisive evidence you've discovered. Yes. Don't keep us all in suspense, Wright. Show us. Naturally. We can assume it's evidence that will actually stand up in court, can't we? Think, Phoenix. Don't let Gumshoe's hard work go to waste. How much more of my time are you gonna waste? I ain't been to no court before. But you as lawyers sure know how to blow things out of proportion. Yeah, well, we are used to that sort of stuff. No doubt, given the nature of the evidence, it will speak for itself. Nevertheless, you will talk us through it, Mr. Wright. Well, I know I cannot prove anything new with this evidence. I'm really backed into a corner here. But maybe if he thinks he's got me beat, he'll let his guard down a bit. Huh. Don't keep us waiting any longer, Mr. Wright. Present this final decisive piece of evidence to the court. Okay, well, here it is. The final piece of evidence. A small bottle. The victim's year's medicine. However, it is also covered in Furio Tigre's fingerprints. And this is the defense's final piece of evidence. Isn't it? The victim's... Your Honor. Naturally, the court is already aware of the contents of this bottle. However, interesting new information has come to light. We have clearly identified some fingerprints on it. Fingerprints belonging to you, Mr. Tigre. What? But, Mr. Wright, what conclusion are you hoping to draw from this new information? No one here knows what this bottle contains. Except one man. One person in this courtroom should theoretically be in the dark. Huh?
My prints on that pansy-looking bottle? Is that what you're saying? Well, what the hell is in it anyway?
A phony trial, a phony lawyer, and phony clues. Everything about this case has been phony. Seems like the perfect excuse for some phony evidence. Mr. Tigre, this is the decisive piece of evidence that will prove your guilt. Why? Because it contains... What if we are to say that this contains potassium cyanide? This bottle contains potassium cyanide.
Potassium cyanide?
Yeah, indeed, Judge. This is what it contains. The poison used to murder Mr. Elk, Your Honor. The victim's killer used this very bottle. On this bottle, Mr. Tigre, we found your fingerprints. Well, how do you explain that?
You'd make a good clown, you know that.
Well?
Guess I ain't never gonna get this to stick. It's just making me laugh now. You think a cheap bluff like that's gonna fool the tiger?
A bluff? Nah, what makes you think that it's a bluff?
I can see straight through you, Phoenix Wright. That ain't the bottle with the cyanide in it.
No. This is the bottle we found traces of the poison in.
Don't mess with the tiger, or you're gonna get ripped to shreds. The cyanide bottle was brown, and was made of glass. That cheap piece of trash don't look nothing like it.
Thank you, Gansho. You truly saved the case today. Got him. At last.
What? Why is everyone got quiet? I said that bottle.
Is this the bottle you're referring to? I mean, you did say before that you knew nothing about that green-like bottle. And yet, here you are telling us about a brown bottle that contained the actual potassium cyanide. So, what does that tell us?
Yeah, that's it. That's the bottle this cyanide was in. But you ain't gonna find my prints on that bottle. Don't let that cozy-looking suit fool you, people. That lawyer's just playing games. Tell him, Mr. Prosecutor. Tell that guy where to go.
You still haven't figured it out. Don't you realize what you just said?
What I said? What did I just say?
You are summoned to this court for the first time earlier today. If you really had nothing to do with the murder, you shouldn't have known all the little details. For instance, you shouldn't have known what kind of bottle the potassium cyanide was in. But just now, you slipped up in front of You slipped in front of every single person in this courtroom. You described the exact bottle used by the killer to hold the poison.
You don't know who's you messing with. I am the tiger. I control millions of dollars in the black market. You think I'm gonna let some jumped-up suit get the better of me?
Sure, the last piece of evidence was phony. But that's just what you deserve. The phony trial with a phony lawyer. It was all played out by you, the biggest phony of all.
Oh God.
What's going on? It looks like a blackout. Well done, Wright. I saved my 17th cup of coffee just for you. Savor it. While you watch the police restrain your prey. Mr. Wright, you caught the tiger by his toe, but if this one hollers, he won't be let go. Now then, how are things going with Mr. Tigre, Mr. Garo? He is being arrested on suspicion of the murder of Glenelg, Your Honor. Fortunately for us, he managed to rectify a grave error. The spirit was found guilty in the absence of a genuine defense attorney. Yes, she was. And in the absence of genuine evidence. But the tiger made one mistake. Indeed. He very nearly got away with everything if it wasn't for that one slip of the tongue. Voodoo Tigre is a truly frightening criminal. The truly frightening one is that defense attorney over there. Kato. Hey! Is he finally giving Nick a compliment over here? No, I am now in a position to deliver my verdict. Disqualifies the defendant, Maggie Bird.
Not guilty! Congratulations, Maggie Bird! You're free to go!
After 1 month in jail. That is all. This court is adjourned. Oh boy. 4:10 p.m. That's actually a good hour.
Mr. Wright, I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, sir. Congratulations, Maggie. Once again. I was so mad when Mr. Wright landed me in all that trouble a month ago. But now I feel like I can forgive him.
Hey, that wasn't me, Maggie. That was the tiger, remember?
Look, Nick! In the doorway.
Oh, is a Gumshoe peeking through the door? To the Gumshoe. Oh, guess I'll be heading off then. But wait!
To the gun show.
Oh yeah. Congratulations, Maggie.
Thanks.
I knew you were innocent all along.
Why didn't you say that in your testimony then?
Oh, well, I was, Oh, guess I'll be heading off then. See you around. Wait up, detective. He just ran off.
Maggie, why are you being so hard on him? He busted his butt for you. It's thanks to him that we got the medication bottle. That wasn't even of any use. But it's only because Mr. Wright used it so cleverly. The detective was just running around in circles.
Well, you know, if it wasn't for him bringing the medication bottle in the first place, then we wouldn't have been able to do this in the first place, Maggie. Ah, poor guy. I thought she still isn't ready to forgive him.
Can you put in a good word for him, Nick?
Yeah, Miles right. I should help Gumshoe out. It's clear he needs it. Maggie, you know, Detective Gumshoe's been really worried about you for all this.
I wanted to believe that, sir. But on that first day of the trial, he practically gave the judge a free pass to look me up.
He didn't have any choice, Maggie. He's a detective. He has to report the facts.
He doubted me, that's why. He thought I might have done it.
I got to prove to her that Gumshoe really cares about her. You know, I'll give her a little present to celebrate her freedom. Could it be the remaining weenies that we have? Thank God that Maya didn't eat like all of them. There are still some remaining. There is a limit to that, girl. Here, a present to celebrate your freedom. That's a present for the Tatagancho, made with a ton of love.
He said he lost weight and he was worried about you. The Tatagancho. I actually really like weenies. You know.
Yeah, of course you do. And you're hungry. And no, it didn't come from you, Maya. I know that you don't like weenies anymore.
No, siree. Did you guys hear that? I'm pretty hungry myself, you know.
Yeah, the trial dragged on a bit today, didn't it? As usual.
Is it okay if I eat this now?
Sure thing.
So, how's it, Maggie? It's really good.
So the case of Phony vs. Jen comes to an end. The false allegations surrounding Maggie have all been cleared up. And who knows, maybe a whole new chapter of her life is about to start.
You may come in. I said that you may come in. The door is open.
Who needs doors when can use magic to enter rooms? Much more fun that way. I come here for a special reason, Viola. Somebody has been a little sad as of late, so I've come prepared. It is magic show time.
Magic show?
That's right. I sit there and enjoy as I'll blow your mind with my extraordinary magic. Watch as I'll first make a bunny appear on my hand out of nowhere. Cutting! A bunny! Now, for my next magic showcase, I shall...
May I stop you for a second?
Yes, Viola? Do you want to partake in my show already? All the more fun when people are involved in the creation of magic.
I don't need you to make me feel happy with magic and bunnies, Mr. Grand. I appreciate the effort you put to come here and make me feel better, but I'll be fine without your help.
Are you sure about that, my dear? Okay, and how about this? I'll stop the magic show for now, and offer you a great deal that you cannot refuse.
Oh, and what could that be?
Being your friend. I know that it'll take a while for you to recover, after accepting that Frio Tigre didn't care about you. And your life in general no doubt is hard, given that you are the granddaughter of Bruno Cadavarini.
Which is why I'm confused. I don't think you are truly grasping the reality of what you just said.
Well, I do, and I don't care honestly. What would be worse is leaving you sad like this with nobody to comfort you. So, even if you don't want to see my magic show, at least grant me the permission to show you the one magic spell that will bring you the biggest smile. Being your friend.